All right, boys and girls, it is time once again for the Guys Weekend podcast. I am Josh Henney, along with, as always, the man, the myth, the American legend. Ooh, I like the way, ow, you bit too hard. Brandon Parks.
Yes. Hello, Josh. Welcome. I originally, that's what I like to hear.
It's an energy drink.
Oh, well, that's all right. I originally had myself a bowl of cereal this morning, but it turned to absolute mush because my dog decided to run all over fucking Canton. So I come back and it's just like it's Frosted Flakes, so you really only have like
you got about
from milk entering the bowl before everything just goes to and I was gone for at least 20. So I chalked it up as a loss. I had like 4 bites out of it, threw it in the fucking toilet. And here I am.
It's like at that point it's like oatmeal.
I tried and I wanted that crunch, you know?
The milk can get overpowering after it starts taking on the sugar.
Yeah. Because it's just like soup. Like you said, oatmeal. Yeah.
It's like, and it's bad enough milk already has all that sugar in it.
Yeah.
So then you add more. It's just
not great. Yeah. So I chalked it up as a loss. I went downstairs to top off my hydration and stumbled upon a banana, which I'm going to need all I can because I've got a long day ahead of me. So might as well start with some fruit.
I gotta finish up some packing today.
Oh yeah, for Hotlanta.
Yep. I have been told that.
Have you been to Hotlanta before?
No, I know it's gonna be awful. It's gonna be fucking awful. I've been told that the
Seems
airport.
Like one of your streams is having connection. Oh, there we go.
I've been told that the airport is shit. It's really big. It's really confusing.
It is.
I've been told that it's a lot like I'll be getting there around 7-ish. So traffic shouldn't be a problem, but I've been told that it could get as dicey as like on a Los Angeles kind of scale, where it could just be fucking awful to drive through. I'm Ubering everywhere, so it's
you'll be good then.
I don't give a shit. The hotels are nice though, and I have been told that I got that company card, and they said as long as I don't go nuts, and I've been told that some of the high-ranking executives are already going to have a bar tab going. So
throw a couple on there.
Yeah. That sounds like my kind of party.
Hell yeah. That'd be sweet. What are you going there for? Is it just like a conference?
It's a leadership conference. I don't know.
Oh, so you're just going to get huge tips, major tips on leadership and how to lead properly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Lead yourself to the next bar.
So I like the itinerary they gave me for our first full day is Tuesday, where we're actually going to have like class and everything. They put in, they gave us an itinerary, the breakdown of the whole day. So they made sure that they put breakfast, lunch, and dinner in there.
Naturally.
And then, but after the session is over, they made sure that they put in cocktails on the itinerary. I was like, yes.
I mean, what brings a company together more than sharing a cocktail? You know,
nothing that I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. You know, it's going to be a fun time. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot.
I'm going to learn a lot about leadership.
Yes,
I'm going to learn
that the Atlanta airport does suck, and it is terrible.
Yeah.
And you're going to land on this side, and you're going to have to run 6.5 miles to the other side in 12 minutes. Yeah.
Well, luckily, I'm not checking any bags or anything. It's all going to be carry-on, so I don't have to go.
Beautiful.
I'm not going to have to go look for my bags or anything.
That's a huge plus. Huge fan of one bag travel. I like doing that. That saved our asses in Vegas. Vegas, the airports coming back was terrible. Absolutely terrible. We had 11 minutes to go to the other side of the airport. They changed our gate twice. And by the time we got there, they had started boarding already. And come to find out that, so they boarded and we flew Southwest. So we had like pick your own seats, essentially. So you had a boarding class of A, B, or C.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of free for all, whatever you wanted. So out of 175 seats, there was maybe 85 people on this flight. So we had the whole plane to ourselves. Like we could take up a whole row if we wanted to. It was super nice. So we get on there. Tabby, listen, I will never fly anywhere ever again with Tabby. She's never been on a vacation before, apparently. And it's stressful as fuck. She's stressful as fuck. She just couldn't like comprehend that like this is how the world works. I don't know. And Magoo's like, what the fuck, man? Like Magoo's fine. He's, just go with the flow, easy to travel with. But Tabby, we have to be able to drive somewhere because I will never navigate another airport with her again. I'll just leave her where she is.
You should go if you have to fly, just take like a later or earlier flight.
Oh yeah, complete opposite day. Like just freaking the fuck out.
Oh, like, you're going on Monday. I'm not gonna be able to make it there till about Tuesday, like 2 in the morning.
Bummer. Yeah. Jesus Christ. It was just, I said, Tabby, flying is super easy. Like it's the easiest mode of transportation. You take your ticket, you put it on the glass. As long as you made it through TSA, you line up, you get on the plane, and
as long as you're not getting a cavity search, you're good.
Yeah. And it was, I said, it's super easy. I'm like, just wigging out everything. We're going to be late. They're going to leave us. I'm like, oh my God. Like, chill the fuck. Like, you would have thought smoking dope for 5 days straight, you'd have been a little bit more calm on the way home. No, but that was not the case. Now, I did feel bad for Pat because he had to truck, all over the fucking airport, opposite ends. So then we get on our last flight coming home, right? We were in Baltimore. It's like a 48-minute flight from Baltimore to Cleveland. We get on there. Everybody's freaking out because, we're coming from another flight. And, oh, my God. Turns out that the pilot for our flight got a flat tire on his last flight, and they were being taxied on the runway to fix that tire and bring him in. So he was like fucking an hour late to our flight. I'm like, see, you freaked out about nothing. We were here on time. We had our own seats, and she's just motherfucking everybody under her breath. I'm like, God damn, I can't do it. He was like, get me off of this fucking plane. I need to smoke a cigarette. This is just ridiculous. And it was just...
That is the one that Magoo chose to spend his life with.
Christ. And I said, look, man, you married her. It's done. I said,
you got
the handcuff on there now, like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was a great time. It was great to experience Vegas. It was awesome.
Take some video clips. A judge might grant an annulment if you show him the video.
That's fair. They definitely would. There's plenty of people to speak on it. Hats off to my wife for dealing with her.
Maggie doesn't get enough credit. She in situations like that, she's a fucking saint.
Yeah, and she's like, "Well, I had to deal with you being." I'm like, "You didn't have to deal with me doing shit." I said, "Because I was in bed every night by 9:00." Now,
except for that first night that you took a trip.
Except for the first night, but she was sleeping. She was out. Like I tried to wake her up. I'm like, "Hey, Tyson and I are gonna go walk the strip. We're gonna go."
What are the chances you and Tyson got lost that night?
Not good. That was our plan. So like when we walked into the hotel, we're like, okay, no idea where this is. We tried to navigate our way to the pool. No idea. Because there's like 6 different signs that say pool. And it's like, which one do you choose? Where do you go? And eventually we found it. I said, you know what we need to do? We need to navigate this drunk. I said, then we'll never forget how to get anywhere. Tyson's like, that's a good point. So we buy some beer. First of all, let me tell you this. I will never, if I go to Vegas again, I will never purchase another drink in a pool ever again. I bought a bucket. How much was
your tab?
I bought a bucket, one single bucket of five 16-ounce Coors Lights. $57.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, you could get fucked. I'll drink pool.
One of my best friends in high school went to PTI for hotel hospitality.
Yeah.
And they placed him in the Cayman Islands after he graduated. He said one bottle of Corona. Then, now this is 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. One bottle of Corona then was $8 a bottle.
Jesus. It's insane. So it broke down to be like, I don't know, like fucking $11 a fucking can Coors Light. I'm like, come on, man. I could see if I was drinking Modelo or Corona or, you know, an IPA. I'm like, Jesus. And the pools, the fuck out of here. There ain't no swimming there. It's just a bunch of people that stand in one spot. The people that had the cabanas out there, like not even the nice cabanas, like the ones that were like poolside with just like the bed and shit. Dude, they had to be spending a fortune. A fortune. They're just doing bucket after bucket after bucket. This one group of people that were there, they had 6 buckets in like the hour and a half that we were there. I'm like, God damn. On top of the rounds of shots they were doing, tipping the cabana girl and the bed itself. I'm like, somebody's got a trust fund. Like and they were trashed. This dude was trying to eat chicken nuggets or chicken strips. And he's just like, it's like me at the cabin, laying in bed, trying to put beef jerky in my mouth or anything. And it's just like, you know, it's all over the place. And whoever the dude was that was like in charge of the party was pissed. He's like, you're not fucking up my time. Da, da, da. And this dude's just like rolling all over this bed, trying to eat
probably
chicken
had
fingers.
some comps.
They had to have, man. Like it was just
that right there. No way. That right there is I'm just picturing like that's already like a $700, $800 tab.
Yeah. And I'm like, I told Tyson, I'm like, dude, you and I for 4 hours at the pool would rack up $1,000 tab. Like it'd be insane, just in beer alone. Like, fuck, man.
It wouldn't even get a buzz.
Right. It was. Now listen, I'll take that heat over any of the heat we have here. It's dry heat, and everybody's like, oh, it's dry heat. It's not bad. I will take it. 108 degrees over 77 and muggy any day. Like we came home, like I went out today to let Ruger out, and when I was walking around, I literally walked to the backyard, up the neighbor's yard, and back, and I'm just drenched in sweat. I'm like, this is terrible.
I would rather
3 miles in Vegas, and I was good.
I would rather take slight discomfort in 108 degree weather that's dry than having to wring out my ash crack and get a gallon of water.
Dude, it was, oh my God. Like it was just. So we found the pool. Okay. We go back and we have some beers. And we didn't have, we wanted to buy beers from the local place here, which we didn't realize that the little place on the corner was like one of the cheapest beer places around. They were doing like $1 Budweisers and $1 Mich Ultras, which I'm not going to drink Budweiser in that heat, you know, moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips kind of deal. And I'll just be bloated as shit. But
take that Mich Ultra. What is that, 60 grams of carbs?
Yeah, something like that. So Tyson and I just ended up saying, fuck it. And we got ripped off of free beers not free beers. We went to the penny slots. And, man, I let my Jew flag fly. I was putting $1 in, penny at a time. I was getting $9 IPAs for 30 cents. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Threw $1 to the drink girl. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm up like $4 for $20 worth of alcohol. See, that's where my mind went. Caught a buzz. It was great. So then we went for our wander to the store to buy beer. We bought 2 30-packs of Coors Light, a pack of seltzers, and, you know, whatever candy we could stuff in our pockets. And we walked there, which it's all relatively close. Like if I could walk there, anybody can do it. So we come back with all this, only to find out that we didn't have a refrigerator in our room. Everybody else has a refrigerator in their room, except for us. We just bought 72 alcoholic beverages with no way to keep them cool. So I improvised, and our room was like 1.5 down from like the ice machine area and the vending machine area. And they had this big ass trash can there, like a little swivel lid. It had a second liner inside, fresh trash bag. There was a little bit of trash in the bottom. I'm like, it was like a sandwich container, like a deli sandwich container. I'm like, yeah, fuck that, and some napkins. So I picked it up, brought it back to the hotel room, where we proceeded to dump 6 buckets of ice. We used 3 trash cans, and just kept filling it with ice and beer. And I'll tell you what, that was probably one of the best ingenious ideas I've ever had. And it kept our beer cold the entire time. It was fantastic. We'd top it off in the morning with a bucket of beer. We only had to empty it twice in 5 days. Not bad. So then we went for our wander. Wow. We went, I don't really know where we went. We just we wandered, you know. We walked in one direction. We went to a cigar bar. That was our whole goal, was to find cigars. And we went to I can't remember what cigar bar it was. But we went there, and they had a cool little humidor and all that, and they light it for you. You can sit down in the lounge and shit. Like $28 a cigar. I'm like, yeah, all right, that's not horrible. But man, I started looking at we were in Caesar's Palace, not the real Caesar's Palace. He doesn't live there. But he started looking at the drink menu, and for like a single of scotch, it was like $52. Oof. I'm like, whoo, fuck that, man. We walked in there with our fucking Coors Lights and our koozies and shit. We're just sitting there sipping on them. I'm like, oh, this is great. But that was cool. Then we went and got ramen. I successfully used chopsticks to eat that. Tried to wake Maggie up the first night. Like, hey, you're missing out. This stuff's really good. That was it. And then Friday came around and Magoo got trashed. We drove to the Grand Canyon. Everybody but Magoo and Tabby. And my vertigo shit kicked in. So we ate all-you-can-eat sushi, and I went to bed. Magoo comes stumbling in. I don't know if I sent the video in the group chat or not. I should. But it's like 3 minutes of pure debauchery, and he just comes stumbling in, pissed drunk. And the biggest thing Tabby kept saying, she said this for a month prior, and she just kept, she's very persistent. Don't you dare get Magoo fucked up. You know how he is when he's got a hangover. He'll be a fucking dick. Don't you get him. Just droning on and on. Every fucking day, she told us this multiple times. So we went to Grand Canyon. We had 2 beers at the Grand Canyon, or there was like a brewing company along the way or whatever. We get back only to find out that Tabby and Magoo have been sitting in the casino drinking all day. Now, it doesn't take much for Magoo to start getting a little, This motherfucker,
especially when he's had some
schmarijuana.
Yeah.
And schmarijuana is legal out there. So they toked it up and we're drinking. Next thing you know, we come back to the room, and I'm like, Tabby, you got Magoo fucked up. Like he's fucked up already. This is at like, I don't know, 7:30 in the evening, which isn't bad, But I'm like, dude, it's like 8 o'clock, and you were worried about us getting them fucked up. I said, I'm here. We went to go eat sushi. They walked down to the bar because it was like a 30-minute wait. He's down there ripping shots. He ends up hitting for $40, buys another round, slams a beer, comes back down and orders 2 more beers. And oh my God, they ordered this fucking soyu, which I don't know if you've ever had. It's like a Korean, Japanese like juice that they make. It's some type of, I don't know. I didn't try anything. I was drinking water. I'm like, fuck this. And then Tabby orders this like bottle of, it was called like the Little Mermaid or something like that. Apparently it was all like 100% rice grain alcohol. So it was like 15% a shot. Mm-hmm. Dude, they were just Magoo was just ripping shots of this. He was pouring it in everybody's soyu. He was ripping shots of it. Tabby didn't want it. He was fucked. Rightfully fucked by the time we left sushi. That was at like 9:30. So we get back to the hotel at 10. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. Put my fucking earplugs in. I can eat some snackies. Turn out the lights. Tyson and him go to the casino. I'm like, Tyson, listen, I know we want to get. He's like, no, he's fucked up. He's like, I'm just going along to make sure he doesn't get lost. He goes, I'll probably have a drink or 2, and I'll just make sure that we're back. I'm like, all right, cool. They come rumbling, bumbling, stumbling in at like 3 a.m. Just absolutely fucked. Like guys' weekend fucked. And then he just starts standing there. He takes his shirt off and he's got his hands on his knees and he just keeps like swaying back and forth. He goes, SpaghettiOs. And he's just rocking back and forth. Can't put a fucking sentence together. He's hiccuping. He's trying to eat fucking cheese sticks. Can't eat cheese sticks. He's looking for a beer. He's swigging warm beer from like 4 hours prior. Oh my God. I'm like, dude, you should drink some water. How about that? And then he's fucking rubbing his dick up on the window on the glass. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, dude, you're getting married in like 5 hours. Like you gotta do something here. And surprisingly, he went to bed. I got up first. I set an alarm for, I think we had to be downstairs by 11:15. I set an alarm for like 10 o'clock. Dude, we were all up by like 9:15. We were showered. We ate food and I started drinking. And Magoo was good. So, and then he started getting all nervous and tweaking out. And then I got plastered. Absolutely plastered. Like, I don't really remember eating dinner. And that was it. I don't know, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I spent $40 on spaghetti and meatballs. I ate gum from underneath the table.
Oh, God.
I had 4 loaves of garlic bread, one of which I took with me.
I've read reports that's how that new hepatitis is going around.
I probably have it now. I've got to figure that gum's been there long enough that whatever was in there is dead. I dove into bushes because Alex told me I wouldn't. So just full, like my whole sides cut up, my guts cut up, my arms are cut up, like full blown, just swoop right into a bush, set of bushes. And then I rightfully went to bed. So Saturday was my day. Sunday was Tice's day, Maggie's day, and then Maggie does this whole, you're an ass. I'm like, listen, I was an asshole, but I went to bed. Like, you don't have to stay here. You wanted to go to the casino anyway. I'm going to bed. Bye. See ya. Have fun. I'm going to bed. Put my fucking earplugs in and I'm out. A little bit of water. Sunday. The day that shall live in infamy. I believe I sent a few of those pictures in the group text of Tice's decline, we'll call it. Good Lord. We walked to the world's largest dispensary, which was like 1.5 miles away. And that's where the chafing began.
Oof.
I should have known better. I didn't. Man, it only got worse from there. Hit the dispensary. They buy their goodies. We had a couple beers, watched the cornhole tournament. Start walking back. They get ripped off of like 2 hits off this little fucking, I mean, this thing was this big. They literally had 2 hits apiece before it was even halfway done. And they're just like high as fuck. I don't know what's going on. So we just started walking. I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting. And Magoo's talking all this shit. Yeah, I can smoke weed in public. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, fuck them. I can, look at me now.
Just like he doesn't fucking do it already, though.
Right. But he gets real annoyed out and he's like, oh, I don't want to go out in public when I'm high. And he's like, look at me. I can smoke now. This is so great. So we walk, I don't know, 0.5 mile, 15 minutes. And we're coming down this like side street. And I just so happened, I've been telling Magoo since they were going to get married, I said, I want to smoke. I said, I want to buy you and myself. And I said, and if Tyson and Alex want one too, I said, I want to smoke a Davidoff cigar at the Davidoff Cigar Lounge. I said, it's some of the best cigars in the world. You're getting married. Let's do it. And we happened to just keep walking. And I'm like, oh, fuck. That's the Davidoff Lounge. Bottomless mimosas, $25.
Ooh.
So then Magoo starts getting that look in his eye like, getting all annoyed out and shit. I'm like, What are you doing, man? And I look at Alex and Tice, and I'm like, you can tell us 3 were like, oh, yeah, we have nothing else to do. It's noon, 1 o'clock. Cool. Let's go drink some mimosas. $25. Okay. That is the emphasis on the price for mimosas. Smoked the first cigar. First cigar was $25. Sat there for like an hour, smoked it. Fine. Generally, I don't buy $25 cigars, but when in Vegas, some of the best cigars ever. Fine. So Magoo just starts getting real fucking annoyed. Like, it gets to the point where he went up to stand up to go pee and like did one of those, to like the chair, like it was going to hop out in front of him or some shit like that. So then he just kind of takes a little wander back to the bathroom. And like, you can tell when he like came around the corner, he did it like real slow, like a real wide sweep. Like, mind you, it's like a circle bar. There's fucking nothing there. Like, you come around and it's just chairs. There's nothing there. And he's just kind of like looking to make sure he doesn't run into anything. And he sits down, he puts both his hands down on the bar and he goes, And he just kind of like looks at me, and I'm like, you all right? He goes, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, you want a cigar? No, I'm good. I'm good. Are we leaving? I'm like, no, we're not leaving. I said, we've only been here like an hour. Well, I got this weed in this bag. I'm like, everybody has weed in the bag out here. And he just started getting real annoyed. And he's like looking at Tice. He's like, Tice, tell Brandon we got to go. Tice is like, we're not leaving anywhere. He's like, we just fucking got here. He's like, we have nothing else to do today. Well, he's like, listen, quit being annoyed. And I told the bartender, I'm like, my buddy over here, Mr. fucking big pot smoker, is all annoyed out. And he's just like, oh, I can't go. He's like, dude, you can smoke anywhere you want. He's like, and he pulls out his pen. He goes, we can smoke at work. He's like, it doesn't matter. He goes, I said, it's just like drinking beer out in public. It's natural to me. It doesn't bother me. I said, so you can smoke weed anywhere you want. He's like, all right. So then it really kicks in. Oof. Alex gets high as balls. I start ripping mimosas as shots. They're bringing them in those little like champagne flutes. Mm-hmm. They start bringing me 4 at a time. And I'm just, I'm like, sweet. Should have ate something. Really should have eaten something. We met up with one of Tice's brother's friends, Frank the Tank. Shout out to Frank the Tank. Oh, fuck. Had it not been for him, we probably would have left after the first cigar. But he's like, I'll be there in like 20 minutes. I could go for a cigar. Cool. I go and yak in the bathroom. Like, just went in for a pee. Ended up cleaning up the entire bathroom floor. I'm like, wow, that kind of snuck up on me. I'm like, maybe I have had a few mimosas. Sit down, hit my cigar again, and I'm like, I wasn't done. And I go running back, and it's funny because there was a table in the corner, and they're like, oh, I think he's going to throw up again. You got that right.
Yep.
I come out, I'm brand new man, good to go. We go get a second stogie. They end up leaving. Alex and Magoo leave because Magoo had had enough. He's tweaking out. They ended up seeing the Marvel exhibit on the way back, which was pretty cool, like life-size Iron Man and all kinds of cool shit. Kind of miffed I missed that. So Tice's decline is steadily getting worse. We get our tabs. I smoked 2 cigars and bottomless mimosa. Bottomless mimosa was $25. First cigar was $28. My tab was $137. That second cigar I smoked was like $70.
Jesus.
You could tell the mimosas were in full effect when I did that. I was like, God damn. Like, really? Are you fucking, I mean, whatever. When in Rome. So we start walking across the street to the next hotel or the next casino because Tice wanted to cash out this ticket. We go to CVS. I buy my medicated ass cream for $17. Whatever. Fine. I needed it. We go, the CVS was attached to the casino. We go down into the casino to the bar. Tice comes, him and Frank come stumbling in, and I'm like, well, what'd you guys do? Tice is like, I got snacks. He had a pocket full, like 5 Taki Slim Jims. He had a tall High Noon, a tall Pacifico, a Bud Light Aluminum, a bag of chickpeas, a thing of Twizzlers, a Dunkaroo, and like some random shit in the bottom of this bag. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So he's trying to drink his Pacifico and knocks this. It's a tall boy. Just swoop, like a cat pushing a fucking glass off of a counter. All over the place. I'm like, oh god damn, they're gonna cut us off. He goes, hey bartender, can you get my buddies a beer? And I'll have a double Crown and ginger. I'm like, oh god. And they brought it to him. I was fucking shocked. So we're standing there drinking his beers. Tice gets his ticket cashed in, and then he disappears. I'm like, uh-oh. I said, listen, my cheeks hurt way too bad to be looking for you. You're just gonna have to figure it out. Pops up at the other end of the bar, and he's just leaning there, like just has that drunk lean on, like he's just talking to some random person. There's nobody around him. It's just him. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was saying. No idea. I look at Frank. I'm like, dude, I don't know what he's doing down there. He's like, I don't know, man. He seems pretty fucked. I'm like, yeah, he's pretty fucked. This is I don't know, 4 in the afternoon. 5-ish. We leave. Try to call an Uber. Go out the wrong way. Get the Uber canceled. I'm like, God damn it. We just walked all over this fucking casino to get to the Uber drop-off. Wasn't there. So we start walking a little bit further. Like, okay, cool. Fine. We're almost there. I said, Tice, Uber's right here. I said, give me your phone. because my phone was dead. It had like 2%. He goes, no, I'm walking. I'm like, I'm not walking. I'm not. I'm holding my ass cheeks apart as we walk. Like, I can't do this. It's bad. He disappears again. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I call him. He's like, I'm at the bar. I'm like, dude, you know how many bars there are in Vegas? In the casino. I'm like, oh, Jesus. So I went to the last known location. There are 4 bars in this casino. He's like, yeah, I was sitting right there. I'm like, no, you weren't. I said, I walked around every one of those fucking bars. I went all around. Still couldn't find you. So I said, fuck it. I called Maggie. I'm like, send me an Uber. I'm here. My phone's going to die. Got to get this going. Take an Uber home. 10-minute car ride. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going to go up to the room, lay down, change my clothes. I open the fucking hotel room door. Tice is standing there drinking a beer, eating a sandwich. I'm like, how? What? How did this happen? What? Listen, we were like a mile. There's no way that he went almost a mile plastered, mind you, plastered. Probably couldn't find his dick in his shorts plastered. Back to the hotel and successfully navigated the hotel and a store and made it into the hotel room in the 10-minute Uber ride it took me to get there. No idea.
Maggie probably got him an Uber too.
No, because we didn't know where he was. I'm like, you had to take an Uber. He's like, no. He checked the next morning and he was like, no, I had that canceled one. That was it. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So we go up to Magoo's room. Tice is eating his sandwich at this point. I'm like, fuck it. You do what you want. I'm laying up there and I'm like, God damn it. So Tice comes up and he's like, hey, I'll be right back. He leaves Magoo and Tabby's room. We were there for 35 minutes, 40 minutes. I'm like, whatever. I said, I'm going back to the room and lay down, eat some food, whatever. And I round the corner. They were on the 21st floor. 16th floor was ours. I round the corner, and all I see are Tice's bright fucking legs, pasty ass legs, sprawled out in the hallway. I'm like, oh, this guy he's wrecked. He's done for. Dunzo. I walk over there. He's got another bag of food. He ate 2 egg salad sandwiches, a bag of chips, a charcuterie plate, 2 cheese sticks, 2 high noon seltzers, a Gatorade, and a bottle of water in 40 minutes. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I didn't have my key on me. I'm like, it's in your fucking hand. He had the hotel room key in his hand. He's just laying in front of the door. He's just got this shit sprawling out just all over the place. I'm like, you had a picnic by yourself in the hotel hallway. Went into the room. He got all his shit together. He's like, all right, I'm going back out. I'm like, good luck. Good fucking luck. He leaves. Comes back. Well, what do you want for food? I'm like, I'll go for some ramen. I'll go get ramen. Okay. Gets down there. Doesn't come back with ramen. Comes back with 2 more drinks, another Bud Light, and 2 bottles of water. I'm like, okay. He goes, I ordered the food. I got to go pick it back up. Okay. Goes to the shawarma place. Can't find the ticket for the food. Ends up taking somebody else's order. He's like, oh, yeah, that's mine. Comes back with 2 pounds of chocolate, 8 cheese sticks, somebody else's wrap, and a basket of onion rings. And I'm like, oh, God damn it. I'm like, just give me half that wrap. So I fucking smacked that wrap, went to bed. He's like, I'm going to go back to the casino. I'm like, you do you, man. I'm outie. I am outie. I am not. I'm going to bed. I'm out. So he had his day. All in all, Vegas was a fun experience. It was expensive and hot as fuck. But congratulations to the now Mr. and Mrs. Good on your nuptials. And I seen that she was writing hidden name. She wait forever write hidden name like that. Or whatever she fucking said on Facebook. God damn it. It was, man. What an experience. I'll send you the video after the podcast.
I'm starting to listen to that story. I'm starting to feel like if I would have went, my anxiety would have been through the roof.
Oh, probably. Yeah. That's why we were just fucked up most of the time. It got a little bit easier the drunker you got.
Like I probably would have been Magoo fucking looking around the corner just sober. I'd have been stone cold sober and been like that.
Yeah. Well, the mimosa place was nice. Davidoff was nice. And then somebody was in the bathroom, which I think it was Magoo. So I walked over to Benihana and ended up taking a shit. I'm talking to this dude. I'm like, hey, man. I said, I got to poop. And somebody's in that bathroom. He goes, oh, just act like, he goes, it's usually like $10 to get in the door. I'm like, listen, I'm not paying you $10 to take a shit here. I'll just shit on the curb. He's like, no, please don't do that. He's like, just walk in and act like you know what you're doing. Walk straight back, take a shit. All right, cool. So that was nice. I almost sat down with some random family to get some hibachi because it looked really good.
So as you can see, how a few weeks in the last 2 weekends, you know me as I'm fairly decent at a lot of sports.
Yes.
Anywhere from your backyard sports, up until baseball, basketball, football, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that pisses me off is that I can't get fucking golfing down. Like, it pisses me off because I'm so fucking competitive.
Yeah.
That it pisses me off that I can't figure it out. So I've been watching a shit ton of YouTube videos to fix my fucking swing. Like, I've probably watched maybe 15 to 20 hours of YouTube video in the last week and a half.
Did it help?
I don't know. I got to go practice it.
Oh, okay. But
like, I was like, this is the one thing. Like, my wife was like, why are you watching all these videos? I was like, listen, if there was one thing, like if somebody came down and said, hey, I can give you any talent you want, any skill you want, anything, no matter what, if it's a skill, what would you want? I would say, I want to be able to golf.
Like golf well, or just golf in general? Like
I want to be able to golf.
Green jacket decently.
Golfing? I want to be able to golf decently to the point where I'm not fucking frustrated every time I go out to the fucking links. I want to be all right. So you remember how when you started playing online with friends that when you're like 15, 16 years old and shit like that, and you're playing with a group of guys that are obviously using some sort of cheat. Fucking, and you're throwing your controller around the bedroom. This is how I feel every time I step on a fucking fairway.
This is why I haven't started golfing.
Apparently, the way they do it, they say it's really easy. You just have to fucking like it's all in your mind.
Oh, I believe it. It's mind over matter. I would say, yeah.
But, and I'm like, I cannot figure out what I'm doing wrong. So I've been watching a lot of videos on this shit. I want to be able to not fucking take a swing at a tee and then want to throw my driver down the fairway. That's what I want. I don't need to be fucking Tiger Woods, but I want to be able to enjoy myself when I go out to golf.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy that's just pissed off at everything.
Yeah.
You should join a golf league. That's what
I'm thinking about doing. Yeah. I'm trying to look. I was looking at where I live. There's no like golf pros within like 10, 15 minutes of me. I'd have to go like half hour, 45 minutes everywhere to go get trained or anything. So I've been trying to watch all the videos. I'm thinking about getting like a like one of those big ass nets that I could put in the side yard so I can practice my swing. I just got to get this shit down because I want to go golfing. Like I want something to do that's fairly healthy for my mental state, and I feel like golfing's aggravating enough that I can. It's not. I won't be. It's not super unhealthy for the mind to say, "Oh, you're a fucking piece of shit" because you can't golf. But at the same time, I can still have fun.
Yeah. They're still trying to get me to golf. We've seen the second largest Top Golf in Vegas. They have a fucking swimming pool in it.
Yeah.
So my experience for golfing, I don't know. Willis doesn't listen to the podcast, so that's okay. I don't know what you're doing the weekend of October 1st. It is a Saturday. for his 50th birthday, Sharon wants to get everybody together and go to Top Golf in Cleveland or Independence or whatever the closer one is. We were going to like rent out some hotel rooms and fucking go drink some beers and hit some balls. So if you're free that Saturday,
I could probably do it. Yeah, I could probably do it. I don't have anything. I don't fucking plan anything more than 2 weeks out, so we're good.
Yeah, so you can put your swing to the test, and that'll be my first time swinging a golf club since I had a set of golf clubs in fucking high school before I traded it all for paintball shit.
I've got a set of golf clubs that my mom bought me for Christmas one year. I don't know. I was like, what? Those clubs are probably 20 years old. I was still in high school when I got those. I've probably taken them out on the course 5 times.
You went at the cabin, didn't you?
Yeah,
With Alex
that was the 5th time.
By the way, this beer had to be one of the old ones I found in the garage. It is the skunkiest, nastiest beer I've ever tasted. Like, it is so bad. But yeah, oh god damn. Oh, that's gross. But yeah, I don't know, man. Golf, it just seems like I said,
hey, look, you give me like cornhole, fucking awesome at it. Washers, fucking awesome at it.
Yeah.
Horseshoes, awesome. Can jam, I'm awesome, but you guys are better.
Yeah,
but
it happens.
I mean, I don't think anybody's got more slots up at the cabin than I do, though.
That's true. I think you do. I think you do have that on your ledger.
Volleyball, fucking awesome. Like, everything except for golf. I can't fucking get my head around it. I can't get my head around it. It fucking pisses me off. It is.
It's just your one thing. That's your Achilles heel.
Yeah,
is golf.
Yeah,
I haven't found a sport for Will or an athletic thing to do, other than like probably like straight up running.
Yeah,
or like, which let's be honest, out of everybody in our social circle, I don't think any of us are putting any impressive times down for a mile. But I don't think I've seen him do anything poorly. I'm gonna have to ask him what his least successful athletic venture is for golf or anything. He's a decent golfer.
Yeah,
Tice is a decent golfer too, so I hear. I don't know, man. I just we'll see. Maybe Top Golf will change my mind. Probably not, because they tried to get me in on this to sub in on their league on Wednesday nights. And I'm like, dude, I can't play golf. Christian's been taking golf lessons. One of our other buddies, Colton, he was taking golf lessons from one of the course pros there or whatever. I'm like, I don't know, man.
And it's one of those things. Like I want to get to a point because I've had opportunities to go golfing with like higher ups in certain companies that I've worked for.
Yeah,
but I'm such dog shit.
You don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe I'm turning down a lot of these offers that would be really good for me to go on. But I also don't want to be that guy that's just driving the cart drinking the whole time because I'm going to get so fucking shitty.
You got to pick what you're good at, though, at that point. So if you can even it out, if you just let them know, like, hey, I'm a shit golfer, but we're going to have a great time.
I was like, hey, you plan on 18. We might only get 9.
You're right. You guys can play 18. I'm only playing 9, maybe 7. We'll see how it goes.
I want to be able to do those things and like enjoy myself doing it.
Yeah,
because I'm one of those people though too that I don't like just watching. I like doing. Like, yeah, I feel like it would be really shitty if I'm just driving around on a fucking cart all day and then watching these guys swing. Like, I want to be able to do it, and it fucking pisses me off. Like, this might be, and aside from the political landscape, this might be the one thing that pisses me off the most in my life right now.
Golf.
Like, all right. Like, it's fucking up there, man.
It's fucking, well, hey, you've got the company card. You're going to Hotlanta. Maybe they got to have a Top Golf in Atlanta, right? That's something you guys could do. That's a thing for leadership. Get the guys together. Maybe pitch it to them. Top Golf Atlanta. Oh yeah, they do. Yep. There you go. Go to Atlanta. Do a little Top Golf. Practice your swing, and then you could just, if you go with people that you could potentially golf with in the future, just be like, I was fucked up. That's why I was golfing shitty. And, you can just keep the mental note in your mind, like, God damn it, I gotta fucking swing better. But it's in Midtown. It looks pretty cool.
So my wife is hovering over my shoulder, wondering why I'm fucking in my phone all goddamn day now. And she's like, golf? She thought I'd be like watching like porn or something. I don't know. I don't know what she thought, but she's like, golf? I was like, yeah, golf.
Yeah.
She's like, golf. Why? I was like, listen, do you want
because damn it.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I was like, it's the one goddamn thing I'm not fucking good at.
Well, I can respect the hustle and the grind to do better. If you go and golf with somebody from work with the higher ups, maybe you just need to find a shittier golfer to go with you. If you need me to come down and make you look like the fucking the fucking, I don't know, pick your favorite golf guy, I guess. Arnold Palmer of golf. I'd be happy to fall on that sword. And out of a golf cart because I'm drunk.
I can't
I could just be a walk-on, like you don't know me. Goddamn French. Goddamn French. Sayonara to that, Frenchie.
Yeah, we have a new admin to our Facebook page.
We do. So if you guys happen to get a friend request from the new sheriff in town, it is not a joke.
Schman and Schmarks.
Yes. I don't know him personally. Seems like a nice guy. We had to outsource since Mike Rader doesn't do his fucking job anymore.
He sounds by his name he sounds Hindi.
Yeah, he could be. He's got a touch of the darkness there. So yeah, he's going to be helping out with the page a little bit here and there, maybe boosting ads and sponsored shows and stuff like that. Just a background player, if you will.
We also offered the Microrator on here, to try to get a little bit more work out of him. We were like, hey, you come on, be an on-air personality and make double what you're making now. I mean, it's a big.
And I'm currently texting him right now, and I texted him at 9:30, which is right around the time you texted me.
Yeah.
I said, hey, you want to record a podcast? Mind you, I asked him yesterday if he wanted to do this. He texted me back at 10:45. Sorry, I just woke up. So thanks, Microrator. Thanks for being a part of the on-air podcast today, the live podcast. It was great. He did say, however, he would join Ronnie and I in our stream, which will be happening a little bit after we're done recording this, probably around noon Eastern Standard Time. We have some fun things we'd like to do on Sea of Thieves. We are excited for it. It should be fun. And tune into that on
You
Facebook,
also have
Twitch,
a stream scheduled for Monday, right?
Yes, our Mental Health Monday stream. I would like that to become a thing. With my schedule changing, I'm hoping to keep Mondays as my afternoon off. So I'd like to have a Mental Health Monday stream on Mondays.
Isn't your dad going to have every afternoon off, though?
Yeah. Well, yeah, for like the next month. Maybe. Or it's going to be the complete opposite. And myself and my dad will be working like all the time. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I can keep Monday afternoons off because it's my day. But yeah, hopefully we can keep that going. Logan, he's the sole proprietor of our Twitter feed. Follow us on Twitter. We're now on Twitter. I don't tweet up on my Twitter because I haven't done shit. Shout out to Spose. Logan likes Twitter. He's like, can I run the Twitter page? I'm like, yeah, just don't do anything stupid. Not that we've never not done anything stupid.
Thank God.
I haven't done anything on Twitter.
Trying to keep up. I tried with Twitter, like when we first started all this shit, and
Mhm.
it was fun for like a couple weeks, and then trying to keep up with Facebook, Instagram. I am not the social media guy.
I'm like, yeah, Twitter's all you, man. So I actually got into the Meta Business Suite that they just updated.
Mhm.
Finally getting the hang of it.
There's a lot of shit you can do in there. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, it seems to be a little bit easier now. I'm getting the hang of Restream, getting the hang of all that shit. All the streaming stuff seems to be where I say that now, and I'm going to go to fire up this stream in an hour, and it's going to shit the bed. Hopefully not. So Mondays, hopefully Logan and I will be streaming on Mondays. Micah Raider might make an appearance. Charles, if he's available. Magoo works on Mondays. Tice, maybe. I don't know, because his dad's also losing his job.
Mhm.
So we might have to put his shit on there. Josh is out. I don't know what's going on there. He probably hit the wrong button. Oh, he's back. He's back. There he is.
You're back. That was on your end, man. Mine
was it?
kept going. Yeah.
So did mine. That was weird.
Huh.
Huh. Uh-oh. They're finding us.
Oh, boy. Well, I think on that note, we should probably end it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
for Brandon Parks, I am Josh Henney. This was the Guys Weekend Podcast. Good night.
Have fun in Hotlanta.